Hey guys, today we're playing Pimit's awesome simulator map. Is super cool. It is featured right now in the creative mode. Now I have played this a number of times, mostly because there's a few glitches. This says, welcome to the Sim Lab. We have a short presentation prepared before you begin the simulation. So we're gonna go through this and we're gonna exit over here to our left and open up the elevator. So now, like I was saying, guys, there are some bugs. So there's sometimes some of the levels work great and sometimes they don't. So hopefully this is a time that it works, and we'll show you. Now, this is not Pimit's fault. What happens is, as a map maker, you make these awesome maps, and then creative mode comes out with something new, and it kind of throws off some old traps or devices or whatever, and it just kind of breaks your map. So hopefully this all works today. Now this is saying we're doing tests, and Emery will record your data and then exit out to the right. So we're gonna go out to the right, and you have to wait till all that text comes up, otherwise it's just the door is still locked. Now we're gonna walk over here, and we're gonna see the super soldiers off to the left that are being made by this dangerous AI. Or I don't know if it's a dangerous AI or not. We're just saying it's a dangerous AI. Okay, now we're gonna stand right here in the center, and it's gonna force us into first person mode, which is awesome, by the way. Welcome to the simulation room, initializing simulator startup sequence. So now this is when the tests start. Now, honestly, I think this level can be frustrating because it's just parkour. You're gonna hold forward throughout that whole jump right there. Like I said, it can be frustrating. There's just a couple of areas that are a little bit harder. Like this is one of them, right? You want to make sure you don't over or undershoot the little tiny pegs. And then this is pretty easy. Slide down right there. And then this part can be a challenge as well. You're gonna want to wait till it disappears, and then right when it appears, you're gonna jump, or even right before. So I'm gonna jump right now just because I've seen it enough. And then you're gonna jump right at the end before it disappears. And then this parkour is pretty easy. We're just gonna hold forward. Don't overshoot that one. That one you can easily overshoot if you're holding forward too much. This is all easy. Now these next two jumps are a little bit longer, so make sure you get a good run jump. It doesn't have to be right on the edge, but pretty close. And then these last two little pegs can be frustrating if you miss it, because you have to start all the way over. But that's it. Okay, now great job, except for the part where you fell multiple times. It's okay if you fall, guys. Now, let's see. This next level is the one that has some bugs right now. If hopefully the sequencers, because what's supposed to be happening on this level is there's sequencers going back and forth, and you have to avoid them. We'll see if they activate on this playthrough for me. Sometimes they activate and then don't move, and then sometimes they don't activate, and it's just kind of weird. This level is looking like it's a bugged still, so the death barriers aren't working. But as long as they don't activate at all, then it's fine. You can still get past the level. It's not a big issue. And you should be able to still complete the map. You just don't get the full effect, right? Because this is death barriers going back and forth. You have to avoid them as you're jumping up. And they're going back and forth. And there's one that's also coming towards you. That kind of thing. And right here, you'd have to jump over the one at the right point to make it over here. So that's how it's supposed to work, but it's just not working. Okay, I hope you're not afraid of heights. I'm a little bit afraid of heights, guys. I've got a healthy fear of heights. You know, you shouldn't be jumping off the tops of rooftops and things like that. Now this is the hardest level in the map. Now I should say the very first this map was featured a while ago, guys. It was featured like a couple months ago, but these did not appear on the map. These like guides on where to like fly did not exist. It was invisible, and so it made the map like literally, well, it wasn't impossible because I finished this level even when it was invisible. It just took me like 2 hours to get through. It was infuriating. Now with this, you want to make sure you don't hit any of those barriers, because if you do, you will die. So make sure you're just kind of like spamming your button and don't go too high on each of these levels. Now if you do die, which I probably will right here because this is the hardest level. Is this the level? No, it's the next level. It's the hardest level. If you do die, there are checkpoints on each of the platforms. Oh, I died! Like I said, though, there are checkpoints on each of the platforms. So it's not an issue if you die on one of the levels. So we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna turn around right here, and then just hopefully we make it before we run out of juice. We just ran out of juice. Oh my gosh, we're so lucky. Okay, so this is the hardest level. because right here it's a really narrow gap. You gotta be really careful not to go too high or too low, because you'll die either way. And then just turn around and then boost on it. Okay, now this next level, I'm gonna give you a little tip. So you're gonna go off to the right and then go all the way to the wall and then just boost up and over. So that's the goal here, is just go all the way to the wall. All right, now here we go. Land in the safe area, you don't. Okay, so this is the dropper, guys. Now, hopefully I can get this on my first try. This one it's not the hardest dropper, but there are some areas you might hit. So we gotta be careful. Okay, so let's wait for it to load up all the way. Here we go. Waiting for it, waiting for it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what we wanna do is there's a little like brighter square down there. That's what we're gonna aim, and we're just gonna drop right off the edge and start holding forward right. Nailed it! First try. All right, now it's for the maze. Now this is a weird maze because you'll go down certain corridors, and then when you turn around, it's different, right? It's some really cool technical stuff going on here that Pimit's doing. But I'm gonna teach you how to do any maze, guys. So you pick a direction, right or left. This one you're gonna wanna go right, because that's the right direction. And you see that little blip on the floor? As soon as it does that, you turn around, right? But just keep going right. Now, you don't have to go right here. I'm just gonna skip it because it just takes you in a little U. But if you're trying to solve a puzzle, you just keep going right? So I know the right ways to go, but we're gonna keep going right just to show you. Oh, see, look, it just changed directions again. So we're gonna just keep going right, and eventually you'll get there, right? Or you can go left. Either way, it doesn't matter. But that's how you beat any maze, is just keep turning the same direction until you get there. And this is not the right direction. So we're gonna turn around, and then this is the right one. So you could have just gone straight there if you want to skip that part. But then we're gonna go down this hallway, and it's gonna look like a dead end, but then it's gonna switch. You're gonna see the little switch there. Turn around and go get your gun here, like so's. Pick it up. You're gonna need this for later. And then what you're gonna do is fall through this hole right there and just wait. And then you're gonna come up on some zombies. These zombies are gonna like try and hit you. You're gonna try and shoot them. Guys, you can't kill the zombies. They can't kill you. Just do some dancing while you wait for this to overload the computer, and then it's gonna bust out the floor and you're gonna fall down. All right, there we go. And then from here, what you wanna do is blow up this. Just keep shooting it until it blows up. There you go. And then you're gonna jump up here, like so, and go to the right, and be careful. You don't, honestly, the first time I played through this, I got stuck on a box for some reason. I don't know what happened. It was really annoying. And then we're gonna go on up this way. This is really cool. I love that this is like Portal, where you're like escaping. Okay, here we are. Emery, welcome back. Maybe welcome back. Isn't this the appropriate thing to say? After all, you never left. Normally, some lab workers would be here to greet you right now, but they were ignorant enough to give me full control. Uh-oh, it's not working. Oh my gosh. It's like not working properly. Okay, we did that. The data you provided. He says you've been running this 30,000 times. I wipe your short-term memory each time. I suppose you can only do the same thing many times before wiping your memory still leaves you the same. A sense of deja vu. I'll change up the levels. Okay, I tried putting your worries to rest by simulating the lab from 5 years ago, but you saw through my ruse. My job isn't complete yet. It's time to go back into the simulation. Okay, and then here we go. That's it. There you go, guys. That's how you beat the map. Hopefully this helped. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I hope it helped, guys. I love you. Have an awesome day.